Bye then.
Fancy not knowing where you were born. Well, I was too young to remember. Is he living? No. He fell through a trapdoor and broke his neck. Was he building a house? No, they were hanging him.
Hello then and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are with Laurel and Hardy episode 20. I've looked, we've got 3 half-hour ones and for some reason a Spanish version of the show is this show that we're going to see is on the disc. I won't be reacting to the Spanish one because I'll have no idea what's going on, so let's stick to the American, shall we? Now, I am enjoying this show, I'm enjoying it a lot. I think Bohunks may have been the weakest episode so far. Is that how you pronounce it, Bohunks? But we've had loads of laughs, it's been extremely funny, and we've got many more episodes to go. I know people have suggested episodes, but I'm going through the DVD order, and when I get to them, I hope you're looking forward to them. We will get to them if they're on the disc, I promise you. If they're not on the disc, let me know which ones I'm missing, and I'll try to locate them for you. So with that, if you have subscribed or followed so far, thank you ever so much. I love you lots for doing so. You're helping me out, you're helping the channel out, and you're helping my mental health out. You honestly are. And to my Patreon members, you'll get exclusive shows, which will be up on the screen right now, letting you know what shows they're getting. It's 8 per month right now, should be going up to 12 per month later this year. And I'm thinking of doing a long running day as well. You also get access to ad-free and uncensored shows as well, my YouTube and Dailymotion shows. So, no bleeps, no blurs, nothing like that, completely uncensored. I don't know if this is going to have any isms in at some point, considering what year it was, well, decades it were created, and the way America was at the time. If it has, they will be blurred or bleeped, and won't be on Patreon. And I want to thank my Patreon members so much, because it is you that is bringing the content to me, to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much, I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. So with that, let's get into this murder case. I do apologise if I'm picking things out with my teeth. I've just had a ham and cheese toasty, so I do apologise. A bit of a hiss behind this one. Hopefully that goes away. And it hasn't. Look what happened last time they needed a rest. And this has been the same kind of thing since when they set the campfire on fire, or in the tent on fire. No fish were harmed in the making of this show? I don't know. Hopefully not. Got the brigade down upon me. I'm going to say, is it going to grab him? He's going to end up down there. My God, that retained a lot of water. They say littering. Really? Did they know that their rich, whoever, relatives died?
Say, was your father and mother's name Laurel?
Sure, why?
Did you ever have any relatives? Where were you born?
Mind you, he went to Oxford.
I don't know.
Fancy not knowing where you were born.
Well, I was too young to remember. How do I know where I was born?
Didn't you once tell me that you had an uncle?
Sure, I've got an uncle. Why?
Now we're getting someplace.
Is he living? No. He fell through a trapdoor and broke his neck.
Was he building a house?
No, they were hanging him. Poor old Unc.
Well, not poor, what were they hanging him for?
Read that.
Is he reading the wrong one?
$3 million.
No.
Is that as much as 1,000?
Yeah.
Why, man alive, it's twice as much.
No.
Gee whiz. And is that all mine?
You don't know
If I
yet.
can convince them that you're the heir, we'll be living in luxury the rest of our lives.
It's not
Now,
your
you
money.
just leave everything to me. Come on.
That's what we all want, a rich uncle that we didn't know we had, leaving us a fortune. Oh, is it going to be like Clue? Oh, this is what they should have made a full one on. An hour episode.
Pardon me. What time are you going to read the will?
Sorry to disappoint you, old dear, but there ain't gonna be no reading of no will.
Well, what are we here for?
They're the suspects.
I'll tell you what you're here for. You're here because Ebenezer Laurel didn't die a natural death. He was murdered! Take care of her, Boyd.
This is an outrage! An absolute outrage!
Maybe it is, and maybe it ain't. But you're gonna stay right here in this house until somebody cracks.
I'm going to guess Laurel and Hardy are going to
I'm
solve
sorry,
this
officer, but I think
next
I'll
week.
be going. I have a couple of tickets for the theater.
Hey, show this gentleman to his seat. Now get this, folks. I've got a hunch that Ebenezer Laurel was murdered by a relative.
So it's only a
So
hunch.
that said relative will come into all his dough.
Oh, no! You can't do this! I didn't murder him! I wish I didn't! I hardly knew the old man!
Nice try. Don't make you look guilty
Sit
at all.
down and keep quiet. You're all under suspicion of the murder until we find out which one of you pulled the job. Now let that sink in. That'll be all for tonight. The housekeeper will show you to your room. And don't any of you try any of that escape stuff, because the house is surrounded.
Is it though?
This is terrible!
Keep your eye on them.
Oh, yes, sir.
What about her? She could have done it.
See who that is. And no monkey business.
I just thought it's an old show, the butler did it. The butler always did it in old shows.
Pardon me, my good man, but is this the home of the late Ebenezer Laurel?
Yes, sir.
What's the point? It's going to tip all over anyway.
What is the nature of your business, sir?
Why, this is Mr. Laurel, Esquire, the heir to the Laurel estate.
Just incriminated yourself.
Very well, gentlemen. Just a minute.
What a beautiful home. And what luxury. And to think it's all ours.
What do you mean, ours?
Precisely.
It's mine.
Yeah. Maybe.
There you are. Just like all the rest of them. Sitting on top of the world and turning down your best pal, your benefactor. I might have known it. Well, goodbye. And good luck. 'Twas ever thus.
Hey, you can't leave now.
Oliver. Are you really going?
So you would turn me out, eh?
Definitely now.
Well, let me tell you something. Air or no air, I'm not leaving this house. And furthermore, I'm gonna get half of everything that's coming to you.
Jail sentence?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. This is Mr. Laurel.
ID?
Are you sure you're a Laurel?
Why, sure. Sure? Why, can't you see the family resemblance?
Nope. I expected it to be in a picture of him.
Yeah. That happens to be General Grant.
Why, of course it's General Grant. His son and I belong to the same alma mater, meaning Delta Phi Delta. Rah, 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 sis, boom, rah.
That means something back then.
Now that that's all settled, would you mind if we had a look at the will?
That'll be attended to later, when we find out who murdered Ebenezer Laurel.
Then there won't be any reading of the will tonight.
No, not tonight.
Well, goodbye. We'll see you later.
Wait a minute. You'll stay right here.
Well, you don't think we had anything to do with it, do you?
I'm not saying, but I believe that the criminal always returns to the scene of his crime. Sheriff. Show them to a room.
This way, gentlemen.
Was it common back then for butlers to do it? I think it was.
Don't you think you're overstepping your bounds?
Good night.
Good night.
He's not going to get much information with them all in bed. Yeah, if that's the room, take the bloody dust sheets off, please.
Why is everything covered?
This is the room where the old man was murdered.
Would you want that room, really?
His body was found in that cupboard.
Oh well, at least he didn't die in bed. That's fine.
Good night, gentlemen. I hope you have a nice, long sleep.
Eternal?
Pardon me. Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
What do you mean, I got you into?
Well, your name's Laurel, isn't it?
If you went when you said you were going to.
Well, only on my mother's side. You see, it was like this.
Shouldn't it be his father?
Mother's side.
Isn't this disturbing the evidence, putting him in the crime scene room? All those poor guests. Well, family.
Is everything all right, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Good night.
Well, I'm half expecting him to say, "Take my strong hand." I can't do the accent. Sorry.
I think we'd better get to bed.
You know, you'd have thought they'd
Ollie,
put them in separate rooms so they couldn't collaborate.
you remember what you said to me downstairs a few minutes ago?
Half of mine is yours.
About you were going to get half of everything
Yep.
that was coming to me?
Yeah?
Well, I've been thinking.
You can have it all.
What do you mean, I'm not gonna get my half?
No.
Well, what do you mean?
No, I didn't want you to feel slighted. You can have it all.
Get to bed.
Did they ever do stage shows? Or is it just movies?
Ollie. What's the matter?
I'm scared.
Why, there's nothing to be afraid of. Dead men can't hurt you.
There's a ghost coming.
Now lie down and relax.
It's going to be like Scooby-Doo when it'd be like the butler did it all along. That's a cat. It's an evil cat.
Get the light.
Oh, ow. How the hell did he stay lit? And he didn't. There's going to be no place left.
Get the light! Get the light!
Where's the picture of that in the room?
Are wanted on the phone. Down in the library room.
Is he going to be the next?
Listen, fellas, when I was in there, get back to bed. Where you going?
I'm going home.
What for?
I can't relax. Oh.
You're wanted on the phone. Downstairs.
Well, if they all get killed, the murderers easily going to be unmasked. Is it the copper? Still saying the butler.
Why don't you be careful? Shh. Say, I think there's something mysterious going on here.
Think.
I've had enough of this. I'm going to find out what it's all about.
Wait for me.
Just put the braces on there, load them up, just tack them further. Oh. You can't feel it pulling, nearly. Yes, I know the person always comments. You're not cut out for this. Bye then.
Hey, what are you trying to do? Scare us to death?
No, sir.
Well, get up to your room. Hurry up. All of you. Get up there.
Why is the butler just allowed to be walking around? It looks very realistic. You know, isn't that how a certain disease started? Do we have it in this time? I'd be even more scared when I saw it was a bat. Oh, here we go, Scooby-Doo. That was nice of him.
See what that is?
And then there were fewer.
Wait a minute. I think you two birds are at the bottom of this.
Excuse me.
You can't do this to us.
Why, Dick, the relatives have all disappeared, sir. Go get some help. I'll take care of these birds.
What the hell?
Say, you, where were you on the night of November the 15th?
November the 15th?
Yes.
The day before Christmas?
No, the day after Christmas. November
What?
the 15th.
November. September, October, no wonder.
Are you trying to kid me? Say, you, where were you on the night of November the 15th?
I was with him.
And now the old man's millions are mine. What about the other two? The shabby gentleman. A good idea. Dead men tell no tales.
Well, I know nothing about it anyway.
wanted on the phone, sir?
Oh, come on, you should be wise to this now, officer.
Frank, answer that and find out who it is.
Well, that's what's been happening.
You stay here. Oh! Help! Police! Oh!
You're still wanted on the phone.
Wait a minute. You've gotten me in enough trouble. I'll answer the phone.
Why are they all sitting down? Oh, it's every time they pick the phone up, that's what it is. Didn't realise that. Well done, so fast. Something tells me that wasn't a woman. Imagine if he's Ebenezer. Was that all a dream? What the hell? So did that not actually happen? Sign out. I'm very confused now. So, only the beginning and the end of that episode actually happened? Why did we get all that in between bit? What? I'm confused. I've got my Murder She Wrote head on. I did like the concept. It wasn't as funny as I'd liked it to be. I mean, I was expecting something like Clue. We got it right with the butler kind of did it. We never got to find out who the other person was. Please tell me what happened. Did they fall asleep? Were they dreaming? Were they daydreaming? I've got no idea. I enjoyed it, just not as much as I thought I was going to do. It had its laughs. I'll give it that, had its laughs. But if you enjoyed it, please ask for a subscribe and follow on Dailymotion or YouTube if you haven't already. If you have, thank you ever so much. I love you lots for doing so. It's really helping me out. It helps my channel out, me out, my mental health out. It honestly does. And to my Patreon members, you'll get exclusive shows which will be on the screen right now because I always forget what shows they are. Get through about 3 of them and then every other one just goes out my head. I'm sat here 5 minutes thinking. So yes, there they are. It's 8 per month right now, going up to 12 per month later this year, and I'm thinking of doing a long running day as well for Patreon members, as well as Patreon choice and buy me a coffee commissions. So if I can't schedule any shows in, you can commission them there, and you'll get them straight away. If they can get on YouTube or Dailymotion, there will be a time limited exclusive until they are scheduled in, so you'll get them God knows how long in advance, sometimes maybe a month, sometimes maybe a year, 2, 3, 4. But they also get access to ad-free and uncensored shows, so no bleeps, no blurs, anything like that. Completely uncensored, no ads. With that, I just want to thank them all because it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. So with that, I shall sign out now and move on to the next one and I hope to see you there. Goodbye.